So it's like Vleis. Oh my.
Gentlemen, you're suited up.
Is everyone here?
Some silly people.
Is everyone here? Are we still waiting for anyone?
I see some people didn't get a dress codes.
First off, I'd like to just apologise for being late this evening. Had a wedding in PE that went on a bit too long. My first wedding that I've been to where we had to wed 2 women and 1 man, so it took a lot longer than expected. So I do apologise. Thank you for all being here on this lovely evening. A little bit of rain, just cleansing us all at the moment, I think. We are here for this treat of a fluff ball over here, in him being reborn today. I think that's what it is. And I believe we'll start with we're starting with a reading, a Bible reading. Which one are we starting with? The Bible reading. Okay, yeah, I'd like to just talk clunk for our Bible reading.
Alright, from the book of Psalms 32, verse 8. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will guide you with my eye. That's to you.
Thank you for that, Clunk. Next on the agenda for this evening, we have a poem, I believe, written by the Put Your Whiskey Down. We've got a poem from Craig. Is it entitled To Huxley?
It's entitled Simply Huxley.
Simply Huxley.
Okay. We gather today to welcome a dog. The best pet in the world, better than a cat, fish or frog. Huxley came into our lives as a bit of a surprise, but it only took one look into those puppy dog eyes. It was love at first sight, this cute ball of fur. For our exam depression blues, he was the perfect cure. It now came to the point to name this little fella, something fierce and original so he could impress Stella. Zeus and Bandit were 2 names out of a million. But eventually we settled on a fullback named Julian. Hux is very sweet, but he's got some Hux is very sweet, but he's got some learning to do. No longer inside can he do his wheeze and poos. He's an intelligent bugger, you can see it in his face. He'll know soon enough to only shit in dead place. He's a very playful pup, he loves to chew and bite. The cuts and scrapes on my hand are becoming quite a sight. But there's reason to forgive this potential for stitches, because everyone knows that puppies bring bitches. But even though this little guy is causing lots of fuss, you best believe he's going to get more naps than us. At the moment his bite is much bigger than his bark, but we hope soon he'll protect us from intruders in the dark. Bright as a light and strong as a truck, one day he'll show us the true meaning of dog fuck. It's a long road ahead, but we look forward to the time we can spend with Huxley, our mate, man's best friend.
It's beautiful.
And before we continue, latecomers, please. No, not a problem. Before we continue, I believe there's one more piece of preparation. There it is. It's welcome to the new age. We are doing a Bible reading from an iPad. Okay.
2013.
How you guys doing?
Who's that guy?
Fine, thanks.
It was May 30th, 2013, when the worst but best days of our lives occurred. Vleis Paleis congregated in this very lounge, where it was discussed to fuck the haters and follow our dreams, to acquire a 4-legged silent killer. Originally, we were going to take ownership of an energetic 3-year-old Jack Russell, Joshua. We were fortunately, although unfortunately at the time, denied to call him our own. Our hearts were incredibly sore and heavy. The pain of losing something we had so longed for dearly affected each and every Vleis member differently. Where some retired to the library to distract themselves with academics, and others sat speechless on the couch, bewildered of what had just happened. After several minutes, which felt like hours, Luke, plus BJ Buerta Humphrey, James Jimmy Dumbo Hitchcock, and myself unanimously decided to jump into white chocolate and head towards one of Grahamstown's finest institutes, the SPCA. And en route, and pick up a haunt that bluffs to raise us up before exams. En route to the SPCA, we required some valuable input from one of our dirty hyena flay members in Byron, Bazza, Barry Boot, and Linvader Thompson. He swiftly realized his priorities to flay, dropped his work, and didn't even bother to pack up from the library. Left it there and joined us at the previous home of our beloved new companion. The chilling wind battered against our skin as we browsed the various options that could soon be residing at 27 Glastonbury. It was an incredibly disheartening feeling looking at all the characters of all the different dogs and knowing that we could only bring one of them home with us. Such as our 1.5-year-old Jack Russell that we named Jumper, who would have put History Kluter through her paces. There was also another Jack Russell, Pamela, who had the biggest numbies I ever saw, as well as the Boxer brothers. There were many, many more dogs to choose from, but that could take eternity. We then looked over to the next section of dogs, where we saw a litter of 5 border collie pups and their mom. Upon surveying the whole litter, we knew that one of these little buggers would soon be warming our hearts and souls. Normally in these things, people say, as our eyes met across the courtyard, we knew that that one was our dog. This wasn't one of those stories. It basically boiled down to our little Huxley and his white brother from the same mother. It was probably one of the most difficult decisions of our lives, right up there with should we buy white or rosé crackling. Eventually we couldn't decide, and it had to be settled the only way men know how to: illegal dog fighting, or ching chong cha. Huxley was then chosen as he won the ferocious round of illegal dog fighting, having to tear his own brothers to shreds to win a place in our hearts. The documents were signed, check or savings were asked, and a couple of hours later, the only thing you could hear ringing through the streets of Grahamstown was, "Dog owners, motherfucker!" From all of us here, we welcome you, Sir Huxley von Vleis.
Oh, he's up.
Thank you very much, Stuart. Okay. I'm glad he's woken up.
The iPad is there. Whole page handwritten.
Left my iPad.
Grab the candle.
Alright, the congregation, please silent. Hallowed be the ground, for our sake. Both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us. For taken from the ground as the dust we are, but to the dust we shall return. You, my dear friend, and a new entrant into this reality. You are to be baptized in the holy water of the Vleis Paleis. Sanctification of the water is accomplished through hours and hours of outdoor beer pong and post-drink skinny dipping. The readings of the Word of God, 1/3 before this, and the signing of the cross, along with the holy surface of this holy Vleis water, will be baptized across your fluffy face. The earth was without form, void or gees, and darkness was on the face of the deep, dead place. But the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. So God created all creatures, and light, and firmament, and the earth, the seas, the sun, the moon, the grass, the herbs, animals, birds, movies, Table Mountain, Monte Cassino, Nickelodeon, Naps, and so on. And then concluded by creating man and dog, and the SPCA. Then God had looked at all that he had made, and indeed it was good. It was very good. It was so good that God himself said, God, that's good. It's for this guess that you, Sir Huxley van Vleis, are to be baptized here this beautiful evening. For in front of you is the fountain of life, and in God's light we see light. Christ is the life and the dayspring from that high, and those that sat in the region and shadow of death, light is devoured. O Lord, cleanse this young soul and this body of profanity and purify it. Send your kiss from on high and strengthen this mini dog, so that he may enter the spiritual dwelling of that is the palace of meat. My child, for whom I labor birth, until Christ is formed in you, lift up your hearts. What that means. Lift up your hearts and pardon this young man of his sins of weighing in the house and all of that. I would be honored and privileged in front of you all this evening to dribble some holy water across this fluffy face. I hereby announce to you, Sir Huxley van Vleis, by the anointment of joy and opposing all the deeds adversely, to appoint you in the pleasant tree of joy, surrounded by all the beggars and God, within our Vleis Paleis. Welcome to a new member.
Huxley! Huxley!
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Wait, hold on.
We need light, it's so dark.
I love this one more than Stella.
I don't know how it ends.
Hold him up again for a picture.